Have you ever noticed it's just a little harder to get up from your favorite chair than it used to be? Maybe your legs feel a bit unsteady on the stairs, or you find yourself holding onto the handrail a little tighter these days. Even everyday things, like bending down to tie your shoes or carrying a bag of groceries, can feel more challenging as the years go by. If that sounds familiar, you're not alone. These changes can sneak up on us gradually. One day, we're walking with ease. The next, we're pausing halfway down the hallway, wondering why we feel slower, stiffer, or more tired than we used to. But here's the good news: this isn't just getting old, and it's not something you have to accept as your new normal. Many of these struggles, especially when it comes to muscle loss and weakness, can be slowed down or even reversed. And one of the most powerful tools we have isn't a fancy gym membership or a new medication. It's food. That's right. What we eat has a direct, powerful impact on how strong and steady we feel. Certain foods can nourish your muscles, help you feel more energized, and keep you doing the things you love. But, on the flip side, there are also some foods that quietly work against your strength. They might seem harmless, even comforting, but over time they can break down muscle, increase inflammation, and drain your energy little by little. Think of it like this: every bite you take is either feeding your strength or stealing it. In today's video, we're going to talk about 4 common foods that can actually weaken your muscles as you age, and more importantly, we'll show you what to eat instead. These aren't complicated diet plans or trendy superfoods. These are simple, affordable swaps that can help you feel stronger, steadier, and more independent. So whether you're already noticing changes in your strength or just want to stay ahead of the curve, you're in the right place. Let's take the time to understand what's really happening in our bodies, and how small, smart choices at the dinner table can make a big difference in how we move, feel, and live each day. If this topic is already resonating with you, take a second to hit that like button. It helps YouTube show this video to more seniors who could really use this kind of guidance. And if you haven't yet, go ahead and subscribe. We share weekly tips to help you stay strong, sharp, and independent at every stage of life. And now, let's talk about what's really going on when muscles start to weaken, and why food plays such a big role in the process. As we get older, one of the most common and frustrating challenges we face is muscle loss. It doesn't usually happen all at once. It's slow, subtle, almost invisible, until it starts interfering with the things we once did without a second thought. This gradual loss of muscle is called sarcopenia. It's a natural part of aging, but that doesn't mean it's harmless or inevitable. Sarcopenia is one of the main reasons many seniors feel weaker, less balanced, or more tired than they used to. It's what makes climbing stairs tougher, getting out of chairs more difficult, and recovering from injuries much slower. But here's something most people don't realize: sarcopenia doesn't start at 80. In fact, we can begin losing muscle as early as our 30s or 40s, and if we don't take steps to slow it down, it only speeds up with time. Now, you might be thinking, I don't eat that badly. I don't live off fast food. And that's completely fair. Most of us aren't making obviously harmful choices every day. But the truth is, some very common foods, things that might be sitting in your pantry or fridge right now, could be making muscle loss worse without you even knowing it. And because these changes happen slowly, it's easy to miss the signs. You might chalk it up to just getting older, or think it's because you haven't been exercising enough. But while movement and activity are certainly important, diet plays a massive role in either protecting your muscles or allowing them to break down. Everyday food choices, repeated over weeks and months, can quietly drain your strength. Some foods increase inflammation in your body, which makes it harder for muscles to repair and rebuild. Others block the absorption of nutrients your muscles desperately need to stay strong. And some are just plain empty, filling you up without offering any real fuel for your body. The result? Muscles shrink, strength fades, and suddenly, basic tasks feel like uphill battles. But here's the encouraging part: this doesn't have to be your story. Once you understand which foods are working against you and what to replace them with, you can start supporting your muscles with every bite you take. Let's take a closer look at what's really happening inside the body when we eat the wrong kinds of foods, especially after the age of 60. As we grow older, our bodies naturally change. The way we digest, absorb, and use nutrients becomes less efficient. What once worked well in our 40s or 50s may no longer give our muscles what they need to stay strong and steady. But here's the hopeful part. Many of these changes aren't fixed. They're responsive. And food is one of the most powerful ways to support your body through these shifts. The problem begins when we keep feeding our bodies with foods that create more harm than good, without even realizing it. Foods high in processed sugars, unhealthy fats, artificial additives, and refined carbs can cause chronic low-level inflammation in the body. That inflammation doesn't always show up as something obvious like a fever or swelling. It can quietly chip away at your health from the inside, slowing down muscle repair, disrupting your hormones, and reducing the effectiveness of the nutrients you do eat. Think of it this way: inflammation is like rust on your body's engine. It builds up silently, and over time, it makes everything work less efficiently, including your muscles. At the same time, certain harmful foods don't just cause inflammation, they also fail to provide the essential nutrients your muscles need to stay strong. Protein, for instance, is crucial for maintaining and rebuilding muscle. But if your meals are filled with empty calories or low-quality protein sources, your body won't have the tools it needs to keep your muscles healthy. And there's more. Foods that spike your blood sugar, like white bread, pastries, or soda, create an energy roller coaster in your body. You might feel a quick boost at first, but that's followed by a crash. Over time, this pattern can lead to insulin resistance and increased fat storage, both of which are linked to more rapid muscle loss. One more important thing to know: as we age, we naturally experience a decline in muscle protein synthesis, which simply means our bodies aren't as good at turning the protein we eat into actual muscle. That means the quality of your food matters even more. A younger person might get away with eating poorly and still feel strong. But for seniors, every bite counts just a little more. So if you've been feeling a bit more tired lately, or if you've noticed your arms or legs looking thinner, know that it's not just in your head. And it's not just aging. The foods we eat send signals to the body, either to grow and repair or to weaken and decay. But here's the good news. Once we start feeding the body the right signals, change can begin quickly. Your body is still capable of healing, strengthening, and thriving, no matter your age. Up next, we'll walk through the exact foods that are doing the most damage to your muscles, and what to eat instead to support your strength, energy, and independence. If you're still with us, I'd love to hear from you in the comments. Share your experience. It might help someone else feel less alone. And if you haven't already, take a second to subscribe. We share weekly videos made especially for seniors. Simple, encouraging tips to help you feel your best and stay independent for years to come. Alright, now let's get to the most important part of today's video. We're going to walk through 4 specific foods that can silently weaken your muscles. And even better, we'll show you delicious, practical swaps that can help rebuild your strength from the inside out. Let's get into it. Harmful food number 1. Processed deli meats. Let's start with one of the most common culprits sitting in many fridges: processed deli meats. You know the ones: sliced ham, salami, bacon, hot dogs, bologna, sausages. The quick-fix proteins that are easy to throw into a sandwich or fry up with eggs. They're convenient, familiar, and flavorful. But they're also quietly harming your muscles. Here's why. Processed meats are loaded with preservatives, nitrates, sodium, and unhealthy fats, all of which can trigger inflammation in the body. As we mentioned earlier, chronic inflammation works against your muscles, slowing down their repair and weakening their structure over time. The high sodium content is another problem. It may not seem directly related to muscle strength, but excess salt can increase water retention and elevate blood pressure. That makes your heart work harder and reduces blood flow to your muscles, especially in your legs and arms, leading to slower recovery, stiffness, and even cramps. And while these meats might technically contain protein, it's often low quality and paired with harmful additives that reduce its benefit. You might not notice the damage overnight. But if processed meats are part of your daily or weekly routine, they can quietly chip away at your energy and mobility. Healthy alternative. Lean, clean proteins. Here's the good news. There are plenty of delicious, simple swaps that can feed your muscles, without feeding inflammation. Try replacing processed deli meats with grilled or baked chicken breast. It's rich in high-quality protein and low in unhealthy fats. Or if you enjoy seafood, salmon is a fantastic option. It's packed with omega-3 fatty acids, which actually help fight inflammation and support muscle recovery. Eggs are another excellent and affordable protein source. Scrambled, hard-boiled, or in an omelet with veggies, they're easy on the stomach and rich in nutrients like vitamin D and choline, which are crucial for muscle function. And don't forget about plant-based proteins like lentils, beans, and chickpeas. They offer not only protein, but also fiber, magnesium, and iron, nutrients many seniors are lacking. Instead of a ham sandwich at lunch, try a chicken salad wrap with avocado and greens. Or swap out bacon in the morning for scrambled eggs with spinach and tomatoes. If you like something heartier, warm up a bowl of lentil soup with whole grain toast. Every small change counts. And every better bite brings you one step closer to stronger muscles and better mobility. Harmful food number 2. Sugary snacks and pastries. Now let's talk about something many of us reach for without thinking: sweet snacks. Whether it's a donut with your morning coffee, a slice of cake after dinner, or a few cookies as a treat in the afternoon, sugary foods have a way of sneaking into our daily routine. They're comforting, nostalgic, and frankly, everywhere. But they come with a hidden cost, especially for your muscles. When we eat foods loaded with refined sugar, our blood sugar levels spike quickly, and then crash. These sharp ups and downs don't just affect your energy, they also trigger inflammation throughout the body. Over time, this chronic inflammation interferes with your body's ability to repair and build muscle tissue. And here's the catch: the more often you eat these sweets, the more your body gets stuck in that cycle of inflammation and fatigue. This not only weakens your muscles, but also increases your risk of other age-related issues like insulin resistance, fatigue, and weight gain, each of which makes muscle loss worse. Plus, sugary snacks offer little to no nutritional value. They're often high in calories but completely lacking in the nutrients your body actually needs, like protein, fiber, or healthy fats. So even if they feel like a harmless reward or a mood booster, sugary pastries can slowly rob your body of the strength and energy you rely on each day. Healthy alternative. Naturally sweet, nutrient-rich snacks. But don't worry, you don't have to give up all sweet things to protect your muscles. There are plenty of natural ways to satisfy a sweet tooth while still feeding your body what it needs. Instead of reaching for a packaged cookie, try a small bowl of fresh berries, like blueberries, raspberries, or strawberries. They're full of antioxidants, vitamins, and fiber, and they help fight inflammation instead of causing it. Craving something creamy? Try plain or low-sugar Greek yogurt with a drizzle of honey. Greek yogurt is rich in protein and calcium, two nutrients essential for muscle strength and bone health. Or go for a handful of almonds or walnuts. They provide healthy fats and protein, and the crunch can satisfy that snack time urge without spiking your blood sugar. If you love dessert, make a simple fruit bowl with sliced bananas and berries, topped with a spoonful of Greek yogurt and a sprinkle of cinnamon. Or keep some frozen grapes in your freezer. They're sweet, refreshing, and incredibly satisfying without the crash. These small swaps help reduce inflammation, boost energy levels, and give your muscles the building blocks they need to stay strong and active. Harmful food number 3. Refined grains and white bread. Now let's talk about a pantry staple that seems innocent, but can have a surprisingly negative impact on your muscle health: refined grains. This includes things like white bread, white pasta, white rice, and other foods made with heavily processed white flour. They're soft, comforting, and often inexpensive, but they come at a cost. The problem with refined grains is that during processing, they're stripped of most of their fiber, vitamins, and minerals. What's left behind is mostly starch, fast-burning carbohydrates that can spike your blood sugar quickly and then leave you feeling sluggish shortly after. When your blood sugar constantly spikes and crashes, your body produces more insulin, and over time, this can increase fat storage and worsen muscle loss. High-carb, low-nutrient foods like these don't provide the steady, lasting fuel your muscles need to perform and repair. Even more, refined grains lack important nutrients like B vitamins, magnesium, and iron, which are essential for healthy muscles and energy metabolism. So while white bread may fill you up for a moment, it doesn't actually feed your muscles what they need. Think of it like fueling a car with sugar water. It might make the engine run briefly, but it won't get you very far, and over time, it'll cause damage. Healthy alternative: whole grains and nutrient-rich carbs. Thankfully, there are better options that are just as satisfying and far more nourishing for your body. Instead of white bread, choose whole wheat bread or sprouted grain bread, which retain the fiber and nutrients needed to support digestion, blood sugar stability, and muscle health. Swap white rice for brown rice, quinoa, or wild rice. These grains provide a slower, more stable source of energy, and they come packed with vitamins and minerals your muscles love. Even better, add in naturally nutrient-rich carbs like sweet potatoes. They're high in potassium, fiber, and vitamin C, all of which support muscle function and reduce inflammation. Try starting your morning with a warm bowl of oatmeal topped with chopped nuts and a few berries. It'll keep you full longer and help regulate your energy. Or serve grilled salmon over a bed of quinoa with roasted vegetables for dinner. It's a delicious, muscle-friendly meal that's easy to prepare. Making this one change, from refined to whole, can help stabilize your blood sugar, improve digestion, and give your muscles the steady fuel they need to stay strong, active, and resilient. Harmful food number 4. Fried and fast foods. Last but certainly not least, let's talk about a big one: fried and fast foods. We all know they're not the healthiest choice. But what many people don't realize is just how much they can impact muscle strength, especially as we age. Foods like fried chicken, French fries, fast food burgers, onion rings, and deep-fried snacks are often cooked in cheap, unhealthy oils, many of which are high in trans fats and refined vegetable oils. These fats promote chronic inflammation, which weakens your body's ability to repair and grow muscle tissue. In fact, studies show that a diet high in fried or fast food is linked to poorer muscle function, slower recovery, and increased risk of conditions like obesity, diabetes, and cardiovascular disease, all of which can make it harder to stay active and independent. Even worse, these foods often lack protein, fiber, and essential nutrients, leaving your body full, but undernourished. The result? You feel heavy, tired, and less able to move or stay energized throughout the day. It's a tough cycle. The more you eat these foods, the weaker your muscles become, and the more difficult it becomes to cook healthier meals or stay physically active. But it doesn't have to stay that way. Healthy alternative: baked, grilled, and whole food meals. The good news is, you don't have to give up flavor or satisfaction to protect your muscles. There are plenty of delicious alternatives that are better for your body and still taste amazing. Instead of French fries, try baked sweet potato wedges seasoned with olive oil and herbs. They're rich in beta-carotene, vitamin C, and potassium, all of which support strong muscles and a healthy heart. Craving something crispy? Swap fried chicken for grilled or baked chicken thighs. You still get that savory, satisfying flavor, but without the heavy oils and inflammation-causing fats. And when eating out, look for grilled items on the menu, or ask for modifications, like roasted veggies instead of fries, or a side salad with olive oil dressing instead of creamy sauces. Make a batch of roasted vegetables once a week, like carrots, zucchini, and bell peppers. Keep them in the fridge and add them to your meals. They're flavorful, easy to reheat, and packed with nutrients. Pair them with grilled salmon or chicken for a quick, anti-inflammatory dinner your muscles will love. By shifting away from fried and fast food, you're not just cutting out something harmful, you're opening the door to foods that help your body heal, strengthen, and thrive. And the best part? You don't have to be perfect. Even replacing one fast food meal a week with a home-cooked option can make a difference. If you've been feeling weaker lately, if your legs don't carry you the way they used to, or if simple things like standing up or walking across the room feel just a bit more difficult than before, I want you to hear this clearly. You are not alone. And this doesn't have to be the new normal. Your body is still capable of amazing things. No matter your age, it can grow stronger. It can heal. It can improve. And one of the best ways to support that process is something you do every single day: eating. What you put on your plate has the power to either nourish your strength or take it away. Today, we uncovered 4 common foods that might be quietly working against you. These are foods many people eat without thinking twice. They taste good. They're easy. They're familiar. But over time, they can chip away at your muscle strength and leave you feeling more tired, more stiff, and less mobile than you want to be. But here's the encouraging part. You don't have to change everything overnight. You don't need a complicated diet. You don't need to give up the joy of eating. You just need to start with one small step. One better choice. One kind decision for your body. Maybe that means choosing a grilled piece of chicken instead of a processed deli meat. Or picking a bowl of Greek yogurt with some fresh berries instead of a sugary snack. Maybe you try brown rice or oatmeal instead of white bread. Or you bake some sweet potatoes at home instead of ordering fast food. Each of these small changes matters. Each one gives your body the nutrients it needs to stay strong. Each one helps fight inflammation. Each one supports better balance, better energy, and more freedom in your daily life. And the best part? The more you make these choices, the more your body will thank you. You'll start to notice that your energy lasts longer throughout the day. Your legs may feel a little stronger. Climbing stairs might feel less intimidating. You might even find yourself walking more, stretching more, or simply moving with more confidence. These changes are not about perfection. They're about progress. And progress is always possible. If this video gave you a little more hope, a little more clarity, or even just a reminder that your health is still in your hands, I'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment below. Tell us how you've been feeling. Tell us what food swap you're going to try first. Even a simple "I'm starting today" can inspire someone else who's watching. And if you found this video helpful, please take a second to tap the like button. It's a small thing, but it really helps us reach more seniors who are looking for guidance, just like you. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. We share videos every week, always focused on helping you stay strong, feel better, and live with confidence, no matter your age. You deserve to feel good in your body. You deserve to move without fear. And you deserve to eat in a way that builds you up, not wears you down. So as you go about your day, just remember this: every small step matters. Every better bite adds up. And it's never too late to make a positive change for your health. Thank you for spending this time with us. We're so glad you're here. And we hope you'll come back for more. Until next time, be kind to your body. Stay strong. And take good care of yourself. We'll see you in the next video.